Welcome back, collectors, and happy Star Note Sunday. Silver Surfer's coming back to you with another video here. I have been super busy buying and selling of numismatics and haven't produced as many videos of the new purchases that I'd like to. So I felt this Star Note Sunday would be a perfect day to do so. So without further ado, let's go ahead and kick this off here. What you see in front of you is a military payment certificate, Series 681. This is from my favorite series, as the video I put up last couple of videos ago of the $10 note. This is a $20 note. It's got this GI centered there. For those of you that don't know, MPCs, or military payment certificates, were currency that was issued for military members located at various locations around the world. It started in World War II era time frame with GIs over in the Japanese, or in Japan, and it was intended to be able to be used on base for services, the commissary or whatever the case is. That way they didn't have to carry the host nation's money, and if something were to happen to the base, or the money was to get out into the public or something along those lines, then it wouldn't be that big of a deal for like counterfeiting purposes and stuff like that, which is exactly actually what happened to a lot of these NPCs. I think there was a total of 14 different series, I want to say, I think it was 17 total and 14 of them was actually released, something like that. Series 681 was issued in Vietnam, and I told you guys when I shared the 10 that I was planning on putting together the whole set. I just didn't realize it would happen this quickly. One night, shortly afterwards, I was perusing on the internet, as I always do, looking to how to blow a hole in my pocket and spend some money, and I came across this note here, the $20 note, and I saved this for Star Note Sunday because this, guys, is a Star Note. Believe it or not. And you're probably saying, Silver Surfer, what the heck is going on? Where's the star on this thing? And, well, there is none. But if you look up top, take a look at that serial number, C00001986, which is also very significant, and I'll tell you why in a moment here. But if you look up on the PMG label, it says $20 replacement note. Replacement note, guys. A replacement note, for those of you hotshots out there, is a Star Note before Star Notes were a thing. All right. So this, yes, we've had Star Notes back in, what was it? Even back to large size currency and stuff like that. But if you look back on like things as national currency notes, some issues of federal money, and also military payment certificates, etc., did not have notes replaced by stars. They just did something else specific. And the way you can tell on NPCs if it's a replacement note or not, or a star note, if you would, is by the suffix letter not being there. So here you just see the first C and the prefix. The second C should be at the end, or whatever the suffix is, but it's not. And so that's labels these as essentially Star Notes, if you would, more correctly labeled as a replacement note. But it's the same concept of what a Star Note does nowadays, right? If the BEP determines or notices that there's a defect in the printing process, they'll replace a note with a Star Note. That's exactly what happened with these things. They just didn't put stars on them. They just left out the suffix. So these are extremely more collectible, just like Star Notes are in general. They're always going to carry more of a premium than your non-stars, and replacement notes are no different. So I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, a replacement 20, have to get it. And what really caught my eye, guys, is that serial number, 1986. 1986 is a very, very, very special year, dudes. Can you guess what happened in 1986? Yep, you guessed it. Silver Surfer came to this world. He was a little Silver Surfer at 1986, and he was born. So this is a birth year note, dudes, on a replacement $20 NPC, my favorite year series of the bunch. Absolutely fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. We'll take a look at the back here. So here's the back. Just gorgeous design, gorgeous color. These are printed with lithography, and really, really, really cool pieces, dudes. I just love the designs of these things. The 10 is my favorite design, but I had to pick this up, the 20, as it's a replacement note. So just all kinds of coolness. The other thing is I've completed the set. So I was able to track down a seller who specializes in MPCs and finished off this set. So let's go ahead and take a look here at the entire thing, and I have completed it. It starts with the cents. You got 5 all the way up to 50 cent. It has this cool looking little submarine there on it, and this is inside my currency album, one of them. But you see that the second C, the suffix C, if that was missing, as is the case of that 20 I showed you, that would be a replacement note. That's how you can tell if they're replacements as opposed to regular issues. So there's a 5 cent, 20 cent, just such cool colors, man. The purples and the blues, and all of these are uncirculated. I bought from the gentleman. The 5 is another very classic note, and you'll see here in a minute, but it's a very collectible note too, and one that carries a little bit more of a premium. The 5 replacement, here's a 25 cent note. The 5 replacement is actually the key to the series. If you can find one of those are expensive, but the 20 was quite pricey too. Anyways, here's the 50 cent. And you see the series of 681. That's referred to the first 2 numbers in military payment certificates as the year of issue. So 1968, during the Vietnam War, the tumultuous year actually, is what that refers to. So just really, really cool, dudes. The 1, I like the 1 as well. It's got like an Air Force pilot or something on there. He's got his oxygen mask kind of kicked off, his visor up. Looks like he just got done dropping some bombs. So that's a cool note there too. Again, you can find all of these replacements, but something like this, which was about $20 uncirculated, same with all the rest of the cents, would be about like, at least double. Probably up to $100 or so per note. And then these, when you get into the 1, the 5, 20, and 10, a lot more than that. So they're expensive. Expensive. All right, here's the backs of them. So the cents are all essentially the same. There's the, we got the 5. It's got some like diver dude on it. And then the purple back for the 10. 25 cents. 50 cents. The $1. Really, really cool. And all these are real planes. This is the first series, I think the only series actually that has actual resemblance to military personnel. I really like this one as well. This is a little Navy sailor there. And that's a cool piece, man. I like that one a lot. Sorry, the glare is getting at some. There we go. Yeah, this is a cool piece, and like I said, the replacement 5 of this series is real expensive. They're the key dates to it if you can find it. This one's cool though, and I was happy to obtain it. Here's the 10. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that. You guys have already seen that. You've already seen that, dudes. And then I'll just show you the reverse of the 5 here. Super ornate. Love it. And once again, the back of the 10 is a tank. And so that's the series. I have completed the 681 as I said I was going to. I've completed a number of other sets as well. Still never showed you guys the full 1914 Federal Reserve set that I've done. I've still not showed you my $1 large type. Almost done with my 5 small stars. A whole bunch of things. Got off into another kick of national currency and going to do a new series, little mini series kind of around the world situation. So or I guess I should say around the U.S. But yeah, so that's what I've been working on doing. I'm going to get more videos up and posted. Really like to highlight specific notes and spend some time talking about them. And I also got a couple new coins coming in and also purchases of really, really big proof coins. So got to share that with you. I haven't got around to that. I've had that for a couple of months now. But anyways, just, I wanted to share with you guys my latest star note, if you would, or at least the same concept, my latest replacement note with my birth year. Till next time, hope you guys enjoyed. Go ahead and click like, comment. Let me know what you think about this series. Subscribe, all that other good stuff. Till next time, Silver Surfer out.